Hello everybody and welcome to another helpful tutorial. And today we're going to show you how to use Ibis Paint X. Now this is a wonderful app that you can use for creating images, drawings. Also you can do paintings with it, and it helps you to create these items quickly and easily. For today's video we're going to be using Ibis Android, but this app is also available on iOS, Windows, and Mac. Let's get started. Let's open Ibis Paint X. This loads the main dashboard with several artworks from the community at the bottom. Tap on My Gallery to view and edit your own projects if you have any. To start a new project, tap the plus button in the bottom left corner. For the purpose of this tutorial, we'll switch to Landscape View to better fit the YouTube player. Under Illustration and Printing, select the canvas size for your project, a custom one at the top, or any of the standard formats below based on the aspect ratio chosen. Larger canvas sizes require more resources, so choose one that your device can handle smoothly. Also, the width and height ratio depends on how you are holding your device. If you're using a landscape orientation, your project will follow. Let's pick the canvas size and start drawing. On the second button, you find the brush tool enabled that you can use to draw on the canvas. Use the slider on the left to adjust the brush size and the slider on the right to control opacity. Tap the first button to switch quickly to the eraser tool and remove parts of your drawing. Tap the same button again to return to the brush tool. To undo any action, tap the undo button in the top left corner or simply tap on the canvas with two fingers. Use the third button to adjust brush settings. You can change the brush style, thickness, start and end tapering, shape, and many other options, including how the brush reacts to dynamic drawing. Once you find a brush configuration you like, tap the plus button to save it under the Custom section on the left. Tap the fourth button to open the Color panel and choose the color you like. You can also save it by switching to Palette and dragging the selected color from the top right corner into an empty slot. To pick a color directly from your canvas, tap and hold on the canvas and release on the color you want to select. To navigate on the canvas, use two fingers to zoom in and out. Rotate or drag to pan in any direction. You can also use the fifth button to make the buttons transparent for a wider view. Tap the same button again to show them. From the second button, you can access other drawing tools. Use Smudge to drag and blend colors, adjusting brush size and style as needed. Select Blur to add blurriness. Use Special to apply different effects with your brush, depending on the option you select on the right side. With Filter, you can apply several photo filters to the current drawing, selecting one from the list below and tap again to adjust its settings. Apply with the green check mark. The canvas content is composed of several layers, shown in order when you tap on the sixth button. By default, all drawings are collected inside Layer 1 that you can hide and show with the I button. At the bottom, you can change the background for the selected layer, which is the entire canvas in this case. Since Layer 1 is the only drawing layer present, choose the default solid white color or the light or dark checkerboard for a transparent background with no difference between the two. Use the slider below to adjust the opacity level for the current layer and adjust the blending mode as you need. Tap the Transform tool on the right to modify the selected layer and all your drawings inside it. Drag within it to move it, and use the handles to scale or rotate it. On the right, you find additional options for more precise adjustments. You can undo with the red cross or apply the changes with the green check mark. You can also flip the entire layer horizontally or vertically using the dedicated buttons. Now, let's see how to work with vector drawings. Unlike pixel drawings, vector shapes are defined by algorithms, keeping quality when you edit or transform them and giving you the possibility to modify the brush later at any time. Open the Layers panel in the bottom right corner and tap on Add Special Layer, then Add Vector Layer. Select the new layer and start drawing on it. The selected layer can also be checked through the number shown on the Layers button at the bottom. The brush you drop on the canvas is stored as a vector element instead of pixels, as you have selected a vector layer from the list. With vector drawings, you can enable the Vector tool from the second button and tap on any vector stroke to select it. This may not work on pixel brushes. Once selected, drag the element to move it on the canvas and use its nodes to scale it, deform it, or rotate it. The vector will not lose any quality as its shape is defined mathematically. On a selected vector element, tap the pencil icon to edit its properties, such as color, line thickness, and style. Tap the three-dot menu and choose Edit Vertices to modify the shape in detail by dragging each of the handles on it. Use the V button to apply. Tap anywhere outside to deselect the shape. From the second button, you can also drop annotations with the Text tool. Tap anywhere and type your content, adjusting the font family, size, style, color, and other properties as needed. You can also resize the text box to better fit its content and avoid multiple lines. To remove a vector element, open the three-dot menu and choose Delete Shapes. If you draw manga or character illustrations, you can tap the last button in the top right corner to find several models you can use as reference. Select one to place it on the canvas as an independent layer. You can then create another layer above it and draw while using the model as a guide. Ibis Paint X can also work with images. Open the Layers panel and tap the photo icon on the left to browse and import a picture. Once done, you can transform the image as seen earlier in this video, applying with the green check mark. Ibis Paint X may suggest additional options, such as background removal or extract line drawing, which converts the image into a group of black line drawings. To import the picture as it is, tap Cancel. The image is added as a pixel layer that you can drag up or down to change its visibility order or delete it using the bin icon on the right. If you draw with the image layer selected, these brushes will modify the image permanently unless you promptly undo the action. To keep the original image as it is, open the Layers panel and create a new pixel layer, placing it above the image layer. This way, if you select the new layer and draw on it, you're able to brush on the image while it remains unchanged. Ibis Paint includes several tools that allow you to select specific parts of the current layer, whether it is a vector layer or a pixel layer. The selection area also limits the brushes that work only within such region. Enable the Lasso tool to tap and drag on the canvas to define a custom selection region. Enable the Magic Wand tool to tap once and automatically select regions sharing the same color. If you make a mistake, tap with two fingers to undo the last action or use the last button on the right to remove any selection. With the selection region on the canvas, you can enable the Transform tool on the right to cut the region and move it. This modification is permanent and is applied to the layer that is currently selected. To avoid this, open the Layers panel and tap on the selection layer. This allows you to use the Transform tool to move the selection area only without modifying the actual layer. In the top right corner, enable Color Range to make more precise selections. You can place up to 5 reference points on the canvas, each picking a specific color from it, that are highlighted with a blue color. All the projects you create are saved automatically on your device. Return to My Gallery with the last button in the bottom right corner to get the complete list. Since projects are saved locally, you can move them to another device by exporting them with the Share button at the bottom. Choose the IPV format to save the project as an Ibis Paint artwork, complete with all of its layers for a later editing. You can also export the project as an image file, such as JPEG or PNG, if you need to preserve transparency. Hey, thank you very much for watching today's tutorial. We hope you found it informative and helpful. And be sure to visit our YouTube channel or our website, where you'll find hundreds of videos and tutorials on things like business, on things like design, graphics, AI, and much more, all for your personal and business knowledge.